Welcome to the Grace Channel. This is Grace at oneworldstudio.com. I am deeply honored and joyous to be able to share with you these channeled messages from my beloved Son in heaven to all of humanity on earth. Please check out our monthly events on the first full weekend of every month. We have blessing circles, Liberty Slams free speech events John created, Dinners of Hope, Community Fair, Grace on Fire where I'll be channeling John live, and Sunday community gatherings at the local hot springs. Our schedule and event information is on oneworldcommunity.com. Let's hear now from John. Since this is my last message for the year 2019, it will be a message of envisioning a future for 2020. When we envision a future together as a human community, it becomes an energy, a force field for humanity to step into and create. We are all simply artists. Our lives the canvas, creating true and lasting art that lives beyond this one life. That weaves itself into the tapestry of our eternal journey in existence. Not based in time and space, but the eternal now. Our eternal soul power cannot ever cease to exist. However, there are circumstances our eternal conscious awareness has created in time and space that we prefer no longer exists. This is the difference between the temporal and eternal worlds. The temporary and illusionary world and the eternal real world. The real world exists regardless of what you think or feel. It reigns forever, for all eternity. The real eternal world is always available to all in every now moment. It is truly our inheritance. All who exist and are aware are entitled to the inheritance of the real world. Nothing that has been done or thought of in this temporal world can threaten our inheritance. However, it can surely delay, in time, our awareness of it. The world of temporal and illusion is a choice in the mind, and all minds interpret each moment differently, and each mind creates their own temporal reality based on their thought patterns and human conditioning. All are free to change and transform their illusion to see a world closer and closer aligned to reality. Until finally, we are home. This is a huge part of our destiny as we live lifetime to lifetime, going into this temporal experience in order to learn and grow within our soul. gaining strength and power along the way. The contrasts within this world teach us through pain how to align better with reality and how to let go of all that no longer serves our highest and greatest good. We all choose into this experience of physical life, this temporal experience for our soul expansion. And when we have learned what we need to learn here, we graduate onto different challenges and experiences, because just like in physical life, we want to grow and learn as a soul, experience things that progress our soul and our experience as a conscious, aware being. There are unlimited experiences to be had in the universe. However, if you are listening to this message for humanity, you are most likely having an earthly human experience during this global awakening. This planet is undergoing a huge global awakening that cannot and will not be stopped. It is occurring over hundreds of years and has already begun before the turn of the century, and will continue until time isn't so important and humanity are all living heaven on earth. On this planet Earth, there is a large scale in the awakening process. There are human beings who are not even close to awakening and will take several lifetimes to be fully, wholly awake on a consistent basis. And there are people on this planet who are experiencing deep, profound states of awakening. Their flower is wide open, wide awake, fully bloomed, yet eternally flowering into greater and greater states. I love the analogy of flowers blooming in the conversation of awakening, because the soul field of humanity is similar in their awakening process. If you witness a field of flowers in their early stage of spring, when only a few flowers have bloomed, that would be a perfect analogy for this time on the planet. However, the few flowers would equal millions of human beings. However, billions are moving through the birth canal, just beginning to open, still experiencing the pain of constriction within the just opening bud. And there are also billions who are completely closed, still in the bud state. That is quite a scale of contrast among humans and creates quite an interesting scene. There is nothing wrong with a flower in a bud state. Every flower must go through the bud state in order to become the flower it knows itself to be, to bloom into the magnificent, fully self-expressed being it truly is, shining all its beauty, all its glory and brilliance in all direction for its own personal joy, as well as sharing that beauty with all who wish to witness and enjoy. We are all on this planet together, and the human species is undergoing a transformational shift. An evolutionary awakening so powerful and beautiful, it will change the world and the entire human race for generations. And of course, future generations will evolve even further as time passes.